Iceland's been extraordinarily effective at growing tourist volume, more than doubling foreign visitor numbers over the past 10 years, from 280,000 in 2002 to 670,000 in 2012. A combination of factors has contributed to this. Firstly, growth in tourism globally, although Iceland has achieved significantly higher growth rates, which other factors can help to explain. Of course, airline route development has been a huge contributor, as well as the eruption of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano driving awareness. Fourthly, promotion of Iceland as a tourist destination, and most notably since 2010 through the Inspired by Iceland campaign. Finally, the devaluation of the Icelandic krona in 2008. Whilst volume has grown, spend has not. Visitors have been staying longer, but not spending more per day. What's clear is we can do more to maximise the value of tourism to Iceland. Iceland can most effectively spend a limited marketing budget by effectively targeting those visitors who will bring the most value to the country. To identify who these visitors are, we looked at global trends and those travelling to Iceland today. We assessed them on their attractiveness to Iceland, that is, their spend per day, stay length, propensity to visit off-season, and their propensity to visit regions. Also, the appeal of Iceland to them, with the assumption that those who are most interested in nature and unique culture would be most likely to respond to marketing campaigns and choose Iceland over other destinations. 5 target segments emerged. The first, older relaxers, are over 50s from higher incomes who have a bias towards more cultural and relaxing activities. This age group represents around 30% of the population in Iceland's inbound markets and is expected to grow significantly faster than younger age groups over the next 10 years. The group spends more than average per day during stays. However, at the moment, they're only staying in Iceland an average of 6.2 days versus the overall average of 7 days. Given the high levels of satisfaction these tourists report once in the country, this suggests an opportunity to increase stay length with specific product development. Next, affluent adventurers are adults who seek adventure and pay for those activities. Globally, there's a trend towards increased adventure tourism, which Iceland is ideally placed to capitalise on, having been consistently placed in the top 5 of the Adventure Tourism Index. Given their size in Iceland's stay, higher than average spends and stay lengths, affluent adventurers are one of the segments providing the most value. Emerging market explorers are those from emerging markets such as China, India and Russia. Today they're a small segment in Iceland given the lack of direct air routes. The segment spends about 50% more per day than the average tourist, but has distinct needs. Chinese travellers in particular, around 50% of emerging market explorers today, tend to visit several countries on a single trip and allocate much more of their budget to shopping than the general tourist. If Iceland is to capture more of the spend from this group, then there is a need for focused development on activities that appeal to their unique tastes. Next, city breakers are 25 to 49-year-olds visiting for long weekends of up to 4 days. Whilst Reykjavik is a fairly expensive location for such a break, its distinctive nature adds to its appeal of somewhere different to visit. City breakers are an important part of efforts to reduce seasonality, as their breaks are less likely to be influenced by long summer holidays in the inbound markets. Of course, other visitors aren't ignored. Marketing efforts would be expected to impact others too through a halo effect, but we would expect the mix to skew towards those defined as targets.